There's not much to talk about from 404 going into 405. It was just happenings and events. I'll pull it up just so I can brush up on it really quickly. That's not what I meant to do. Previous chapter. 404 basically laid out what we think of Zhonglei's power. Re-met up with Leorio. Got through a bunch of Hulkenberg's musings relative to Balsamico. Saw Hulkenberg die. Saw Ceri's potential, more or less. And then just really thought about, okay, more training. It's just so many moving parts here, but nothing really formally happened last chapter. It was just sort of all parts moving around. The basic thing that happened is we re-met up with Leorio. Other than that, it's a bunch of just things going on. And they say Hulkenberg died. That's probably the big thing to take away from 404. And then we met up with the troupe for a second. Hunter x Hunter chapter 405. We don't have the title yet. Hit me. A daring play. This person is. Hit me. Playing cards? Isn't poker played with 5 cards? In SQX. There. Multiple decks are used. This is SQ3. You can stack the same cards, with your bet exponentially increasing with each hit. However, you are not allowed to fold. That's why it's commonly referred to as GTH, go to heaven. For better or worse, you'll find yourself ascending. Call. I wonder who, bro. I wonder who. Look at this fool, bro. Look at him. Oh my god, Togashi. You know what you've done. Look at this guy, looking like Decim from Death Parade. Y'all know about that, though. He has the sauce. Oh. What? Are these from multiple decks? Or is this just a title card? I'm perfectly vanilla. I don't know about that one. I don't believe that to be true. Also, I think this confirms for absolute certain that this is HISOKA now. He's talking in suits. My heart remained tame and unmoving when I heard about the assault on the ants. They were just ants, after all. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he's more vanilla than usual then. What is this fit, though? Oh, he's stepping out. Oh, man. Same with all those ramblings around here. I instantly cooled off when I found out it was a group ability. Powered by a Nen beast. Awakened in a ritual. Oh, so he must have felt Hulkenberg's ability or something. As well. So he was excited by it, but then he chilled out. Huh. I'm vanilla. Group player animal kinks do nothing for me. All I want is to ravage a partner one-on-one. Yes, we know this about you. I feel like this is Togashi taking the next step to like sort of spell this out for people. Because what's tragic is I don't think most people understand like sort of what there's a joke in Hisoka's character and I don't think most people get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Goku with an actual fixation. This is what that would actually look like if we invested like adult brain chemistry into it somewhat. Anyway, it's sad, but oh well. I don't mind playing with myself. Yo! Horny! Stop it. Stop it, bro. Alright. I don't think those are his shoes. He didn't have shoes like that. Oh, did he? What? Another fake? What? What? Nah, hold on. Running him into the casino's VIP section, what are the odds? Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Another fake? You want me to transform into HISOKA? Yes. Okay, so yeah, they had BONOLENOV do it, so that's... Okay. This is not too mind-blowing. This actually tracks with something that has been talked about for some time. I don't think people thought it was gonna manifest this forward. I thought people thought there was gonna be a workaround, like, you know, Crollo borrows the ability and then uses it from there. Okay. Roam around places the Mafia frequent. It's a free ticket to a fancier room. How come? In order to maintain the balance. Interesting. They see HISOKA and us as wild cards, so letting us roam around their territory affects their rep. But officially taking a side could cause a conflict that would disrupt the Kakin Mafia's balance. The solution is to monitor HISOKA and draw him away from us. It's easier than controlling an entire group's movements. I agree. I agree with everything so far. I see. If the Mafia believes they've isolated HISOKA somewhere, then they no longer have to worry about us wandering around looking for him. That way, the Mafia can save face while we search for the real HISOKA. So the fake HISOKA is the one that Lynch and Zakuro ran into. The real one is just chilling. Okay, so now it's all together. That's why the different outfit. Why would I suspect that he wouldn't step out like this? Okay, but we have the distinction. BONOLENOV serving with the fake HISOKA though. Hold on. Bro just needs a cigarette and he's an ad right now. Anyway, or wait, this is... No, so he ran into the real one. Okay, we're all together now. It's likely HISOKA has met a prince and secured himself a free tier 1 VIP spot, so if the Mafia invites you up, be careful not to run into him. Boss was right. But the fact that he didn't bring this up at our meeting tells me he's planning on handling this himself. So he's up in the VIP area, not just the casino VIP, but like the VIP. I'm tracking. Okay. If you see HISOKA, turn into someone else and wait for me. I'll decide whether to fight him or not. Don't need to tell me twice. Our powers are a bad matchup. I'm a sitting duck for his gum while transforming. Transformed into Owl. I never thought we'd see this guy again. Let me metamorphose. I thought it was metamorphosen, but it's metamorphose. An ability that allows BONOLENOV to transform into someone he's spoken with. He can maintain the appearance for roughly as long as he's spent face to face with that person. There's no size limit to the transformation, but BONOLENOV believes the shorter the target is compared to himself, the shorter amount of time he can maintain the transformation. Interesting. That could be useful if he's trying to get swole though as well. How does it affect his abilities in combat? How long did he spend in front of Owl? Because Phaeton was torturing him after he brought him back. And BONOLENOV wasn't really faced to... Well, the car ride was probably a little long too. And they were all in the car because... No, was he? He was in the group that confronted the rest of the Shadow Beasts, yes? He just didn't fight. If my assumption is correct, and BONOLENOV was in the group, it was Machi, Phaeton, Shalnark, Shizuku... No, he wasn't there. Nobunaga was there. So he must have been back at base when Phaeton was torturing him. How long was that? That's the question. That mind reading lady blew my identity, so I had to kill her. Oh, he did kill her. I need the IV drip dude to lead me up so he's okay, but what if they find the body? They're not going to blame Hisoka, right? So he killed her afterwards? Oh, what a sneaky guy. What a sneaky guy. You Hisoka? Oh, no, I'm actually an imposter disguised as Hisoka. Was that my voice just now? Shit, I've been found out. The guy on the IV drip must have heard it too. You are Hisoka, right? Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. So only the user and target hear the inner thoughts. But Benolenov's clever. I mean, I don't know what I expected. This is a troop member. Oddly, it's interesting to me how Togashi throws in focus on different characters, because this is such a weird time to pivot to Benolenov, but he set it up. It's been set up. And it works. It always works. It always works. I'm sickened. I'm sickened that it works. Okay, so now we got that. Knocked him out. Are you all right? He said, oh, he transformed into him. He said he's Hisoka, didn't he? Wrong. He's a fake. I heard his body. He knocked him out and transformed into him in front of her face. Beast. He was trying to deceive us. He must be a Haley or troop member. Either way, we can't let this slide. Inform Henry immediately. Let's rip him to pieces. Oh, I see. That's too bad. Smoked her shit. Rest in peace, Lynch. Wow. Then I disguised myself as the woman I killed and tricked the IV guy into going to the theater. Should be fine, right? From his perspective, her death shouldn't seem linked to her altercation with me. If all goes well, they'll think she was killed after they parted ways. Even if I'm wrong, surely the Mafia wouldn't gather their forces and march up to Tier 1 just to kill Hisoka, right? Right? Do you think the person has to be alive? I don't think Owl is still alive, so I doubt it. I don't know. I could just ask the boss, but I'd like Finks and the others to be the ones to handle Hisoka. We all know how much Shalnark and Kartopi's deaths affected the boss, and he knows we know, which is why he tries to act all nonchalant. We're caught in a vicious circle. It's obvious the boss wants to settle things with his own hands, and that the treasure he came to steal is a page. One that'll ensure Hisoka stays dead this time. That's why everyone wants to kill him first, before the boss kills him for good. Crollo, I know why you left the number 9 spot vacant. What? Once Hisoka's dealt with, let's put an end to this masquerade. What does that mean? I know, yeah, he says that here. I just sort of walked over that. He has to talk to them face to face. He said so. What masquerade? Is he leaving the troop vacant? He's left the 9 spot vacant, maybe because... Fuck, dude. Troop member number 9. Pakunoda. She was number 9, I think. What does that mean? What is the secret here? So my immediate thoughts are something to do with reaching the end goal of the troop, or something to do with Sheila. I could expand on my thoughts, but like I have no basis for any of this. Like Sheila, what if there's a secret extra member of the troop? Obviously she left them in 397 to do her own thing, but other than it other than that being the case, it being vacant would mean nobody could replace Paku, which I agree with, or something to the effect of not needing new members. And BONOLENOV is extrapolating on that. He's clearly very hurt, even by Kortopi dying. It sort of surprises me that he lumps the two together, because I would feel like Shalnark dying would be much different to Kortopi dying to him. But I can't really come up with anything other than that, guys. Let's move along. It's been 10 years since the brutal killing of the Mama Help Foundation's chairman, Mr. Lisnorth, who was dedicated to providing aid to underprivileged children, yet the killer is still at large. Reflecting back on his achievements, we renewed a sense of admiration for the late Mr. Lisnorth, as well as a call to action for the authorities to apprehend the despicable culprit. This... Am I tripping? Wasn't this the case in which the initial report contained misinformation, causing them to keep fixing it? Wow. Must spell trouble for them if the perp got caught. Shady as hell. A philanthropist meeting an untimely end, LOL. Funny how some sheep blindly believe what they see in the media. Am I tripping? Hold on. Hold on. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping at all. That's him. That's him. I got one thing to say. That's all you get, buddy. That's all you get, dog. Ugh. Interesting to juxtapose him, because see, like, I don't know how many of you guys have been around for a while, but this is sort of, I've been telling you, the troop is very focused, they're very simple, and they're very methodical. Putting this on the TV juxtaposed with Crollo makes me think we have to start with the Kurta dialogue soon. What happened there? So, the brutal killing of, did they get him 10 years ago? The troop's been active for what? So that would have been probably about, Crollo's how old? Like 26? He's 26. So the troop's been active for probably about 12 years. So that was 2 years into the troop being founded that he got him. But I don't know if he got everybody. Started the troop at 11. They left Meteor City. They said, I've killed many people before I turned 14. 14's my cutoff guess, is that they left at 14, because that's the safest way to interpret the information. He said, I'll get everything together in the next 3 years. I've killed many people before I turned 14. So that means 14 was around the time of that 3 years. So he's like 11 when they had the idea, or 10 when they had the idea, 10 in some months. You get what I'm saying? So we'll assume 14, right? If we assume 14, that means this guy died when they were 16. But that would also mean the ladder goes much higher from there, and he wasn't that high up it. And that's definitely him. Fuck this clown. Something you'd like to confirm? Yeah. You guys in GU have been dealing with Haley for a while, right? No. Haley got a new boss recently. I see. Then it's hard for you to anticipate what the other side is thinking? Pretty much. And it would also be hard for you to notice they no longer operate as a mafia family, right? What are you getting at? Exactly what I said. Can the group aboard this ship really be called Haley? Thoughts? It's an interesting idea. They aren't the real Haley. Then who are they? We were there at the formal succession ceremony with our boss, but suppose their old boss was actually manipulated by a Nen ability which induced a deadly illness. What kind of person is the current Haley boss? A young woman named Morena, descended from the royal family but not eligible for succession. It's a Kakin tradition to name a royal with no right to the throne as a boss of each mafia family. So she's a known entity, but, like you said, we don't know her well enough to understand her true intentions. In short, officially speaking, they are the Haley, but their real goal remains a mystery. Did you guys discover something? Nothing too concrete, but I figured something out by fighting them. At first glance, it looks like they just do as they please. I mean, the guy in the wall was basically asking to be killed. But when we infiltrated their hideout, their actions seemed coordinated, as if they had specific orders. Seems like they operate more or less the same way we do. Look at this panel, is magnificent. What a good panel. Their boss sets the strategy, then they individually decide on specific tactics. The two questions are, for what purpose? What orders are they following? If their goal is to take down the other families, then I'd understand killing mafia members. But then why kill seemingly unrelated passengers? Who knows? Maybe their purpose is something else. Exactly. The Haley are on track to destroy everything. Everything? Yes. Everyone aboard the ship, including the royals. In other words, Kakin itself. There may be multiple purposes. That said, a setting like this passenger ship is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for them. In order to gain the strength needed to destroy everything, they need to kill people to acquire that power. Using sacrifices to obtain supernatural powers. It's a tried and true formula. You guys know about vows and limitations, right? They want to kill everyone anyway, so they make number of people killed conditioned to produce powerful Nen. I'm in no position to talk, but that's pretty messed up. Yeah, it's deranged for sure. I'm not just talking about Haley. You guys are just as bad for coming up with the idea. They know their foes like the back of their hands, man. Our organization was twisted from the get-go, but we still take pride in supporting Kakin from the shadows by maintaining the balance. Conflict is always the last resort, mainly used as a deterrent, and we see civilians as customers, not targets. Great face for Kenny. I get it now. They present themselves as Haley, but inside there's something else entirely. They're completely different from the Kakin Mafia. The Char and Jiu families will support you fully. Crush the Haley for us. Ooh! I hope they're good for their word. We'll go on ahead then and inform Henry and the rest of the troop. Our young ones will go fetch them. What will you do now? This isn't looking good for you, Morena. These guys are likely to reach you sooner than expected. The game's only just begun, but you may have to play your Joker already. Is that, like, a HISOKA illusion? Can't be. Cannot be. But shoe on the other foot here. What could it be? What is this Joker? What does that mean? I have so many questions. That's going to be the title of this review. But is there anything I'm missing that I'm supposed to grab onto? Because, like, first of all, he's suspect. But he's only suspect because this is Hunter x Hunter. Like, maybe he just knows something. It fully makes sense for people to keep their cards close to their vest here. And that's all I would expect from him. The Cha'ar underboss, Kenny Wang. That's all I'd expect from him, is to do exactly what he's doing. Kind of like what's going on with Kaiser. But what the fuck does that mean? What is her Joker? Why do you know about it? Why do you look sad here? Do you agree with her? Are you in league with her? Or are you just sad because you know her? Kind of like them other people knew Sari. I have questions. Seems like a funeral procession is being held for Hulkenberg. There will be a large crowd, so it's the perfect opportunity. Are you up for it? Yeah. Thanks to everyone's cooperation, I've leveled up a ton. I can smell a person's Nen type within a 5-meter radius and how proficient they are within 2 meters. Dogman. Enhancement type. Level 62. Is he actually going to be the guy, or is he just going to get packed up by the troop for trying some shit, just like Lynch did? Is he the next Lynch? If our dog successfully locates the target, he'll fire the signal, and that will mark the beginning of the end. All right. I'm pumped. They're going to try to recruit the troop, but the odds of them wanting to join us after hearing our plan are kind of slim, no? Yup. That's why we have to make sure they don't say no. Or is it... I have too many questions. She's smart. Kurapika? Because he'll be at the funeral procession. I don't think HISOKA will be there. I don't think the troop will be there. Maybe they will be looking for... Dude, there's so many... Who is she trying to get to join them? It's obviously going to be somebody that is very proficient in Nen. Let's go, Sodom. How should I signal to you once I find the target? I'll be next to you, so just subtly point at him and I'll take care of the rest. The condition for my kidnapping ability hinges on the target not having learned Nen yet, so I should be able to bring them in myself. No, never mind. It's somebody who's not proficient in that. Morena, where did the others go? They're grinding in the processing area to get revenge on Ziyu's Henry. It's probably the ones who lost Paruil. Wow, it's just like Morena said. Time for a mafia hunt. Level 51's dope, lol. Let's go. This door. Alright, from here on out, things may get a bit intense. What the? What is this? HISOKA and the spiders make their moves. What side awaits Nobunaga and the others? The succession war rages on. Number 405, end. Ten out of 10, this chapter. Even more than the other ones. I'll get into why. I'll get into why. This chapter has been the most massive of the bunch to me. Like, other things were more apparent, like the Beyond Netero child thing, us panning to Beyond in the ship, us getting Longhe's ability. Like, it's been packed so far. But let me detail what we have. We have the confirmation of a fake HISOKA. Real HISOKA stepping out in the outfit. Real HISOKA not caring about the conflict or the Hulkenberg ability, which I'm not sure how he found out about both of these things. Oh, okay, the ants. For some reason, my brain went ants and spiders. So he doesn't care about the ants. He doesn't know anything about the spiders. I misread. He just doesn't care about group things. So he saw HISOKA in the VIP. Somebody offered him a VIP. The question is, who was it? The other question is, well, maybe he just already had a VIP from the get-go, because this is the first we've seen him. Like I said, I have so many questions, I have no answers. But anyway, recap. We run into Hisoka, Steppen, Big Fit, fake Hisoka, Bonolenov, Lynch is dead. He's transformed into Owl. Don't know what he's going to do with that. He's at the top level. Big L, big pack. Excellent. We love that. The juxtaposition here. Haley mindset. What's up with Kenny Wang? What did they see? And they're on a mission. Like, they really want to do this now. You think Periston and or Beyond could have gotten Hisoka VIP? But for what? What'd be the angle for either of them? Like, I don't see the angle. That's what I'm getting at. I don't understand. I just don't have too much to think about here. Dogman is strong. They're looking for a target. We have no idea who this target is. We have no idea if people at level 50 something are strong enough to deal with whoever they're even trying to get at here. Or what they're about to see. A lot this chapter. I need more things to happen so I can break it down, because right now the only detail I've even trying to form a connection to the idea that maybe it was, though. That wouldn't surprise me. Maybe Hisoka was the person Beyond wanted to talk to. But why? That's the thing. It's like, with the way Togashi is building us the story, he's telling us so much before he tells us why, and we're left to try and figure out why, and it's very difficult until he brings it together because of the way he does it. It's very difficult. So that's all I can say. This chapter was an absolute banger. Banger. Insane. Loved it. Extraordinary. Lovely. Other than that, I don't really have too much to say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing what next week. I'm looking forward to being able to grab my footing and actually make some predictions and work through some things soon. But right now, there's just different. The info dump is at an absolute 6th gear right now. Did we get any origin? Like, I want to go back to the information about dude. About the sicko. Mama help. Ah, dude, what a... I like Togashi's tongue-in-cheek commentary on like a lot of rich people who have nice identities facing forward. It's interesting. Here's the most interesting part about this portrait. Look at the background behind him. It's a faded out background of a forest. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Togashi is... Togashi's sense of sarcasm is not lost on me. How do you think Hulkenberg's ability and Benjamin are going to interact now that Hulkenberg's body is dead? I don't think they will. Because he wasn't one of his men, right? Like, that's how Benjamin's stuff would interact with them. But yeah, I'm pretty much done here. I'll catch y'all next week. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Let me know if you guys have any ideas about any of this stuff. I asked questions about this chapter. There's so much, because there's so much to ask questions about. What do you think her Joker is? Let's start there. What do you think the Troupe's gonna see? Who do you think Dogman's looking for? This news program is super interesting. Balsamico's ability would transfer to Benjamin. Well, he asked how he thinks Hulkenberg's ability is going to interact with him. That's a whole different question. It may. But Balsamico's not dead yet. This ability doesn't kill them. But we'll see. I'll catch y'all later.